Alright, yes, it is time for another book review. This time it is for Boy Toy by Barry Lyga. I think that's how you say it. He is the author of The Astonishing Adventures of Fanboy and Goth Girl. Yeah. And this book, as you can tell by the cliche of the apple on the cover, that obviously has to do with some type of school, right? Something to do with school. Well, it has more to do with just school. This is about 18-year-old Josh Mandel, who 5 years ago, when he was 12 or 13, well, yeah, he was 12, that he was molested by his teacher. And they had this sort of relationship kind of thing, where she manipulated him so bad, and he thought, wow, she really likes me, even though she's married, this whole kind of thing. But it really, in the end, it really destroyed him and messed him up. And of course, she did this whole thing like, oh, I'll lose my job over this, you can't tell anyone, that kind of thing. So anyway, that happened 5 years ago. And he's kind of telling his friend, one of his best friends, kind of what happened, because she didn't know what the particular details were. Because after this happened and like this whole trial came about and stuff, he kind of like drew away from everybody and wanted to be invisible. But anyway, and like throughout those 5 years, he had what he calls flickers, which are not flashbacks, but they're more vivid than flashbacks. It's like he's reliving a moment over and over again, and certain things trigger these and stuff. So this whole thing like destroyed his world. This whole thing that happened when he was in 7th grade destroyed his whole world. And as disturbing as it sounds, because there are some pretty intense parts here, but as disturbing as it's disturbing, but at the same time it's super intriguing. Like, you just want to keep reading, even though it's like, it's a topic that's like obviously it has occurred before in time in our society, but it's one of those topics where you're like, wow, that's some intense stuff, and I'm waiting for there to be complaints about this. There probably already are, because I think this is an older book. What is this date? Where's the copyright? I can't even find it right now. I don't know, but I think it's an older book, like not too old, but maybe a year or two old. I don't know, but I'm waiting for the Wall Street Journal to complain about this book, saying this is too dark, this is too intense, this is going to make students want to have relationships with their teachers. I'm just kidding. No, but I'm surprised there's not something like that. But it's so good, and it's not like it's going to make you want to do anything. But the reason I picked this up, which I'm glad I picked this up, was because usually books about this kind of topic are usually written by a female author and have a female protagonist and a male teacher. But this one is the opposite, and I thought this was going to be a very unique perspective of it. And it was, because it's something that's not as common that happens. But it was really good. I give it a 4 out of 5, a 4.5 out of 5, and I'll kind of explain why. There was one part in the book that I was just ready to just shred this book up, because I was so angry at the way Josh was acting. I was just ready to throw this book across the room, because I was so angry at, yeah, it sounds crazy, I'm angry at this fictional character, but no, I was just really angry with him, and that just kind of made the points go down, because I was so mad. And also, the ending kind of could have been better, because it kind of, not happened abruptly, but I don't know. It kind of left like, oh, that's it? That's what happened? You're kind of left like that. So that's why I kind of just got a couple points down, but I recommend this book. This book is really good. The reviews that it got on the back totally do it justice. Yeah, it is like disturbing, and yeah, but it's like, I don't know, it's just so good. It's just so good. I just can't say enough about it. I will say though, this is kind of like a disclaimer kind of thing. But like I said before, who am I to say what you can and can't read? But I'm just telling you, Um, there are parts in here as he's recollecting to his friend what actually happened to him is a little graphic. Like, I heard it was graphic, but when I was watching someone else's review, I heard it was graphic, but it's not that graphic. It's just some disturbing things that happen. They don't go into too much detail, but there are some disturbing things, so if you're not into these kind of books that have really heavy topics, then don't read it. But it's an enjoyable book, as crazy as it sounds. And, like, also, like, when I started reading it, because he's an avid baseball star, Josh is, and, like, I thought, oh boy, this is going to be boring into sports and stuff. But no, it was a perfect balance between him talking about baseball and, like, all these things he's done and stuff, and, like, the baseball games, and with what the main story was about. So it kind of balanced it out perfectly, and it was great because I don't really like sports that much, or at all. So this was it was perfect. I was a little nervous, like, I don't know, but it was really good. It's not that thick. It's medium thick, which is kind of disappointing because it kind of went by too fast. But it's a great book. Can I say? It's a great book. I just didn't like those couple little things that were a little minor, but it still gets a high review. It's a great book, and I recommend it. Yes. And I'm thinking about reading Bad Apple next by Laura Ruby, kind of with the whole theme kind of thing, just to kind of compare it. But what is with the cliche apple on the cover, though? Really? I know I want to read, this is totally off the topic, Teach Me by R.A. Nelson, but my library doesn't have it for some reason. And I can't find it at the bookstore, so I don't know if, I don't know. I've wanted to read that for a long time. I have yet to read it. So yeah, and this book is like minuscule compared to this one. This one is so short. So it should be quick. But so yeah, that was my review for Boy Toy by Barry Lyga, and I am recommending this book. So go put it on your to-be-read list. I'll see you guys later. Bye.